Good day, students. Welcome to Mathgotserved.com. In this clip, we're going to be going over how to classify triangles. Question reads, if one exterior angle of a triangle is acute, then the triangle must be, so is it right, acute, obtuse, or equiangular? Alright, so let's go ahead and identify what the key component of each of these triangles are. So let's take a look at the first one. All right, how do you know that a triangle is a right triangle? A right triangle is a right triangle if its biggest angle is equal to 90 degrees. All right. So if you have a triangle where the biggest angle, just any angle is 90 degrees, is automatically a right triangle. All right. For number two, how do you have an acute angle? How do you know you have an acute angle? You have an acute angle when the biggest angle is less than 90 degrees. Okay, so the biggest angle is 90, you have a right. If it's less than 90 degrees, you have an acute. Okay, this is kind of relative to 90 degrees. And then obtuse is when the biggest angle is, guess what? The biggest angle is greater than 90 degrees. Okay, and then equiangular just simply means that all the angles are the same. So you have 360 degrees, 180 degrees as the sum of interior angles of a triangle. If you break them evenly, if you break that evenly, you're going to have 60 degrees, right? So all angles are 60 degrees. That tells you it's an equiangular triangle. All right. So in this particular problem, the strategy that we are going to use is basically create a sample diagram. All right. Create an example diagram that matches this description, and then we'll easily be able to determine what the triangle is. All right, so something that you need to keep in mind, which is key here, is the definition of what the term acute is. Acute angle is between 0 and 90 degrees. Okay, so let's go ahead and generate a sample diagram that will help us to answer this question. So we're going to create a triangle first where the exterior angle is acute. So let's create it. So I'm going to start with the exterior angle. All right, so this is a 90-degree angle. Let's make it acute. Bam. So that's an acute angle. What are we looking at? This angle right here. So this angle, let's say it's 40 degrees. Okay. That's the exterior angle. Let me show you the third side of the triangle right here. Bam. So this right here, what we just created is just an example of a triangle where the exterior angle is acute. Okay. So C, this is triangle ABC. So what kind of triangle is this right here? All we just need to do is find the measure of the biggest angle, and we're good to go. All right, so what's the biggest angle in this triangle? The biggest angle is this angle right here, angle ACB. What's the measure of angle ACB? So using the linear pair postulate, we know that a linear pair adds up to 180 degrees, right? So the measure of angle ACB is going to be 180 minus 40, which is 140 degrees. Okay, so what do we know about triangle ABC right now? We know that the biggest angle of triangle ABC, let's write that down. The biggest angle of triangle ABC is what? Greater than 90 degrees. So what does that tell us? It tells us that this triangle is what? If the biggest angle is greater than 90 degrees, it's an it's an obtuse triangle. Okay, so this follows that this is a triangle ABC is obtuse. Triangle ABC is obtuse based on what we discussed earlier. So we can clearly see that the answer is option number 3. So a key takeaway in this problem is sometimes if you're given a verbal description of some shape and you're asked to determine some specific qualities of that shape, properties, you always want to give yourself a visual, a concrete reference so you can input some numbers and determine exactly what the correct answer is. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this presentation. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to help support our channel. Tons of support resources can be found on mathgotserved.com. Do check it out. If you have any questions, specify it in the comment section below and we'll be more than glad to support you. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.